On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Loom.
To appear or take shape as a large, especially in a frightening way.
Examples:
Loom over the global economy. Loom on the horizon. The issue of divorce loomed large in his mind.
Recession.
A period of economic decline, typically lasting for 6 months or more, during which trade and industrial activity decrease, and unemployment increases.
Examples:
Recession period. Recover from a recession. The country is facing a recession, with high unemployment and low GDP.
Inequity.
A lack of fairness or justice, an unfair or unequal situation or practice.
Examples:
Inequity in education. Market inequity. There's an inequity in the criminal justice system that needs to be addressed.
Boardroom.
A room where the board of directors of a company or organization meets.
Examples:
Boardroom meeting. Boardroom decision. The corporate boardroom was filled with tense silence as the CEO presented the new plan.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal.
Examples:
Descendant of a pioneer. Third generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Intersect.
To meet or cross one another.
Examples:
Intersect at a point. Railways intersect the country. Her multidisciplinary works intersect music and picture with writing.
Quarry.
A place where a stone or other materials are extracted from the ground, an animal or a person that is the target of hunting.
Examples:
Quarry operation. Quarry site. The hunter tracked down his quarry in the woods.
Confederate.
A person who is allied or associated with another person or group, especially in a political or military context, a supporter of the Confederate States of America.
Examples:
Confederate soldier. Confederate government. The two countries are confederates and have a strong alliance.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples:
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Sharecropper.
A farmer who cultivates a piece of land owned by someone else, usually in exchange for a share of the crops produced.
Examples:
Sharecropper system. Sharecropper labor. Many sharecroppers in the South were impoverished and trapped in a cycle of debt.
Segregate.
To separate or set apart from others, often based on race, gender, or some other characteristic.
Examples:
Segregate by race. Segregate boys and girls. The school board decided to segregate students by the ability to meet their needs better.
Sentimental.
Connected with or resulting from someone's emotions, rather than reason or realism.
Examples:
In a sentimental mood. Sentimental damage. Stop being sentimental and always speak the truth.
Compress.
To press or squeeze together to make something take up less space.
Examples:
Compress the chest. Compress gas. She compressed the files into a single zip archive to save space on her computer.
Stressor.
Something that causes stress or emotional tension.
Examples:
Stressor event. Stressor management. The deadline for the project was a major stressor for the team.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Redline.
A boundary or threshold beyond which something is no longer acceptable or allowed. A mark or line drawn in red to indicate a specific limit or danger zone.
Examples:
Red line speed. Red line level. The neighborhood was affected by a red line drawn by real estate agents to keep specific populations out.
Subprime.
Of or relating to financial loans, particularly mortgages, which are made to individuals with poor credit histories or limited income, often associated with higher interest rates and a greater risk of default.
Examples:
Subprime lending. Subprime market. The subprime mortgage crisis of 2008 led to a global economic downturn.
Underbanked.
Not having enough access or connection to mainstream banking services or financial institutions.
Examples:
Underbanked community. Underbanked customers. The underbanked population is often forced to rely on alternative financial services such as payday loans and check cashing.
Unbanked.
Not having a bank account or access to any financial services.
Examples:
Unbanked customers. Those who are unbanked. 2.5 billion people in the world remain unbanked.
Creditworthy.
Of or relating to a person or entity that has a strong credit history and is therefore seen as likely to repay any loans or debts they may incur, typically associated with lower interest rates and more favorable loan terms.
Examples:
Creditworthy borrower. Creditworthy business. The bank only lends money to creditworthy individuals with a proven financial responsibility track record.
Innovate.
To introduce new methods, ideas, or products.
Examples:
Innovate a new method. Innovate the quality of his life. Companies developing self-driving cars consistently innovate the emerging technologies.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Sandbox.
An outdoor play area for children consisting of a box filled with sand, a virtual testing environment used for software development or security testing.
Examples:
Sandbox approach. Virtual sandbox. The children played in the sandbox for hours, building sandcastles and digging tunnels.
Philanthropy.
The practice of voluntarily helping the poor, especially by giving money.
Examples:
Philanthropy organization. Private philanthropy. Tech billionaires often spend the majority of their time on philanthropy.
Disinvestment.
The act of reducing or withdrawing the amount of money you have provided in a particular area or sector.
Examples:
Disinvestment strategy. Disinvestment plan. The company's decision to engage in disinvestment led to a reduction in its overall portfolio.
Proprietorship.
A form of business ownership in which a single individual or entity is the sole owner and has full control and responsibility over the business's operations and financial affairs.
Examples:
Proprietorship agreement. Small business proprietorship. The family business was run as a proprietorship until the children inherited and decided to incorporate it.
Perpetuate.
To make something continue or prevail for a long time.
Examples:
Perpetuate a myth. Perpetuate chronic pain. That work perpetuates his fame.